welcome back to another lunch. So today I have all this food prepped for the week. Like on Sunday night, you see all these videos of me making all this food, and then really I just wanted overnight oats today. I know it sounds strange, but sometimes I just want something simple and robust and with a lot of fruit in it. So that's what I'm having. So I'm going to show you my food here, and you can kind of see what I'm working with. All right, so there's my jar that I have my overnight oats in. I've just kind of dumped it in this bowl. And I heated it up already in the microwave because I don't eat overnight oats cold. I don't know why, I just can't eat cold oats. And I've got a banana in there that I'm gonna pop into this overnight oats. I've already got some blueberries and stuff in there, but I put the banana in separately because I don't want it to turn brown overnight. And then I've also got some cantaloupe here that I'm gonna open up and have some of that here. And then if I'm still hungry, I've got some apples right over here. So that's kind of the gist of what I'm eating today. So I know it's not very exciting, but I mean, this is kind of what I wanted today, some oatmeal fruit. I kind of wanted like a breakfast for lunch, and I've got a bunch of cantaloupe, which is really ripe right now. The apples really are for the kids. I mean, they ask me for apples every day. I'm gonna use this banana right here and put it into my oats. I'm just gonna kind of use the spoon to make little pieces of the banana and just drop it in there. And you can see here, I've got my bananas and my oatmeal ready to go, and I'm gonna dig in here. Before I eat, I wanted to show you this. I don't know if you can see this. Let me move the camera. I've got this pin here. It says Best Teacher, and it's really heavy. It's like made of brass, or it's an antique, and I absolutely love it. You've got like an apple there with some books on it, right? That was a gift for, I think, Christmas. From one of my students, Isabella Rossell, one of the students in my first period class, beautiful, lovely, very smart young lady. I absolutely love her. She's a lot of fun, and she's a really good student. She's an A student, and she gives it everything she's got. But I guess our family has something to do with an antique shop, and she saw this pin there, and she got it for me, and she brought it to me. And let me just tell you, this pin is made of like metal. It is really heavy, and it's got one of those old clasps on it that you put the bar through, and then you turn the clasp and it like revolves to lock in place. Like, I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. I always feel so special wearing it, right? Because it's really nice. It says Best Teacher on it. So it's not like the pins they make today out of plastic, whatever. This is really heavy. I also can't wear it if I'm wearing like a t-shirt. It's gotta be a shirt that has some, some girth to it. So, Isabel, thank you very much. I absolutely love this pin. Isabel's family, for watching this, thank you. It's absolutely beautiful, and it just makes me feel really special. So thank you. All right, I'm gonna have my lunch today. I'm so hungry. Oh man, it's so good. Oh, I forgot I put walnuts in here. Like I chopped up some walnuts and threw it in. Ooh, that makes a big difference. So good. Oh, overnight oats. So simple and so good, all right? Ooh, that overnight oats was so good. All right, I've got cantaloupe now. So with cantaloupe, you just never know. You cut open the cantaloupe, and sometimes it's really sweet and ripe, and then sometimes it's just not ready, or then sometimes it even has like a really strange taste to it, which maybe means it's been sitting too long. I don't know. It's just kind of a 50-50 shot. This one's really good. Nothing like fresh fruit. It really hits the spot. All right, guys. So that's my lunch today. Overnight oats, some cantaloupe, a banana, and I've got 2 apples, and I already know that my 6th and 7th period class is going to want those, so I'll let them have it. It's been a good lunch. I'm full. Like, I feel like I can't eat anything else. So this should hold me good until I get home. I'll probably have another overnight oats when I get home because I've got them waiting for me. And then I'll have a salad or something for dinner, and I should be all set. All right, that's lunch for today. We'll see you on the next one. All right, today's lunch is just amazing. So a few weeks ago, depending on when this video comes out, I did a video on potato squash casserole bake. And it was a Mary's Mini compatible recipe. It was potatoes, which I have right here, and squash, and just some vegetables, and it's coated with breadcrumbs and that sort of thing. So good. And that's what I've got today. I'm gonna give you a little view of all this with my phone, but I'm gonna open it all up first, show you. And then I've also got, Tim made me just a salad here with some, I don't think it's vegan ranch dressing on it or something. I'll open that and show that to you. And then he also made some fresh, cut up some fresh cantaloupe, so I've got that. So that's what my lunch is going to consist of, and I'll do a camera review. And then if I'm still hungry, I've got some fruit here. I started the day with 4 bananas, and that's what's left of them. I ate 1, and then the kids ate the rest. All right, so let me show you what I've got here, and you can get a better view of all this. I'm starting off here with my potato squash casserole bake. This is a bunch of veggies, and you can kind of see here that you can see the breadcrumbs on there that kind of give it a coating, right? And it's just absolutely delicious. I've got a video link right here above this video, and you can check that out. This is one of my favorite recipes recently. It's just a great way to serve potatoes and squash and get like a 50-50 bite in each part. And then I've got this salad that Tim made, added some greens, and looks like there's some like cranberries in there, or whatever those are, cran raisins, and some dressing. And then you can see I've got some nice fresh cantaloupe right there, which is looking really good. And then I've got some fruit over here too, so I probably won't get to that till on the way home when I pick up Lex. I can't wait to dig into this. Oh my gosh. Really good. All right, so on this dish here, you can absolutely put some cheesy sauce on here. Sometimes I do that. I don't think it needs it. It's kind of moist anyway. Like, it's not saucy or anything, but it's definitely like, it's not dry, right? So I don't know that cheese sauce is something you need, but I mean, I love cheesy sauce, so you can totally put it on here. If you're doing it from the Mary's Mini, just leave the cheese sauce out. In the recipe that we have, that I put the link up earlier, that one is Mary's Mini compatible just the way it is. So good. All right, so I've got this salad that Tim made. This looks like a lot of stuff that I normally wouldn't eat in here, like bean sprouts and all that. I'm just gonna eat it because he made it for me. I'm sure it's really good. The dressing's really nice. I can see some pepitas in here, some cranberries, look like some kale. Just had a student come in, they left the book here earlier. All right, so now I've got some of this cantaloupe. I absolutely love cantaloupe. All right, that's today's lunch. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, so here's what I'm eating today. Today I'm gonna do a little thing over here so you can see it. Today I've got my my creamy roasted red pepper pasta. It's basically linguine with it's fettuccine this time with a roasted red pepper creamy pasta sauce on it. It is so good, and I've thrown in some broccoli. Let me get the camera over here so you can see. All right, so here's what we have here. You can kind of, I've just microwaved this so it looks kind of dry, but actually when it's mixed up, it's actually very creamy, right? And I've got some basil I've just chopped up and thrown on top of here, and then I've mixed up some broccoli with it. All this is frozen broccoli from Costco, and I've just kind of threw it in there, and I'll mix it all up together and eat it. So that's kind of what I've got going on here. I can't wait to eat this. It is so good. That's it right here, and I'm just gonna mix this up so I can get the broccoli. The broccoli doesn't have anything on it. Like, I just heated it up in the microwave. It's those bags from Costco, and you throw them in the microwave for 7 minutes. They're frozen, and that's it. And then you'd season them and all that. And I didn't do any seasoning. I just kind of threw this broccoli by itself in here. I figured I would just have it with the cream sauce on it, and that would be it. I forgot to bring a fork today, so I've got these plastic forks in my drawer, but normally I have a fork. Let me just hope that this holds up. All right, let's see how this tastes. I don't think I've ever had this with the broccoli right in it before, but I wanted to make sure I had some non-starchy vegetables here. Oh, wow. So good. This is absolutely delicious. I've got a recipe video right here. You can click that link, and that'll take you to a video where I show you how to make this pasta. It's one of my favorite ways to eat pasta. It is a cashew-based sauce, but it's not a lot of cashews. I think it's like a half a cup or something, and it makes quite a few servings, so at least 4 servings. Absolutely delicious. This is so good. And after that, I'm gonna have my banana. So I'm gonna have my banana. I usually have a banana at lunch every day. Bananas just fill me up, and they keep me going right through when I pick up Lex after school. So, I feel like it's a critical part of staying on target. This one's got some brown spots on it, so I'm just gonna get rid of that because I don't like the brown spots. Banana's right up there with my favorites. Well, and apples, and sumo oranges, and pineapples. All right, strawberries too. I got a lot of favorite fruits, but right now it's a banana because that's what I got. All right, that's my lunch for today. An amazing dish of broccoli with pasta, fettuccine in this case, and creamy roasted red pepper sauce. So good. All right, we'll see you at the next lunch. So what do I have today? I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can kind of see what I'm working with here. This smells really good. I can't wait to eat it. All right, I'm gonna grab the camera and you can see what I've got here. All right, first I've got, we can't see it, there's white rice under here, right? But I've got my barbecue beans, barbecue baked beans in the Instapot, and then I've got white rice under there, and then I got a whole side of broccoli here, so I'm just kind of mixed all that together. And then I've got a big bowl here of cantaloupe that we've just cut up, so I'll be eating some of that too. Okay, first up is this my Instapot baked beans and the broccoli I have. So I absolutely love this dish, and I have a video on how to make this right here. I eat it like a lot. I probably did it on one of my last videos too. Oh man, so good. I make this because you just throw it in the Instapot and it's done in, I don't know, 6 minutes or whatever it is. I don't even remember. And then it goes really good with broccoli, right? I mean, I just throw it in the container with the broccoli and like this, the sauce gets on there from the broccoli and you got like barbecued broccoli. So good. Oh man, I had so much rice and beans and broccoli. Like I am stuffed. I'm gonna try and force some of this this fruit down anyway, but holy smoke. All right, folks, that's my lunch for today. A really filling plate of my Instapot baked beans with white rice and some broccoli just steamed in a bag and drained, and I sprinkled some spices on it and threw it in that bowl with it, and then some fruit. I mean, I can barely breathe. I'm so full. I feel like I just, I can't move, and I've got to get up and do another 2 classes before the end of my day and then go get Lexx. All right, we'll see you on the next one. All right, it's the last video of this A Week of Lunch series. A lot to talk about today. It's very sad. Well, happy and sad. This is the last time I'll be filming a video from this classroom. I will not be coming back to teach math next year. I've been here since the year started, and it's been a great experience, but things are going to change, and I've got some news about that. In the meantime, before I get started, I'm going to tell you what I'm having today. I've got my soup here, and I've got a banana and some water. Today's soup is my 10 vegetable soup. I'm gonna grab the camera and switch it around and show you what I've got here. All right, guys, you can see here, this soup is so delicious. There's 10 different vegetables in here, including chickpeas and greens. I've got some spinach in here. There's pearl barley in here. There's a lot of carrots and peas and corn and just all sorts of goodness. It's absolutely delicious. I mean, look at that. That is a whole spoonful of goodness right there, right? It's one of my absolute favorite soups. If I made a list of most popular recipes on my blog, then this recipe would probably be like #1 or #2, because more people ask about this recipe than about anything else that I have. This was a huge hit as soon as I put it out, and every time I make this, like, I'm reminded of why this soup is so popular. Oh my gosh. Ooh, this is delicious. There's so many flavors in here. All of those veggies, in the veggies we're including like the beans and all that stuff and the barley, but so many great flavors happening at once. Oh my gosh. Wow. So good, guys. So good. Oh man. All right, so this whole story, currently I'm in a math class, right? That I've had the whole year. The way that worked out was in late July, I got an email from the district saying, hey, there's a math position open at this school. Would you like to be the math teacher there? And I was like, middle school math? Are you crazy? Like, I had so much trouble with middle school math. I don't think so. Now, what I had forgotten was I did a sub job at this school. I was here once as a substitute. And while I was a substitute, I wore my bow tie and my vest and all that, like I usually do. And the principal came out to shake my hand and meet me. And then while I was teaching that sub day, right, keeping the kids occupied, the principal came up to see how I was doing, and everyone was engaged. And he was like, you're doing a great job. This is amazing. I said, great, whatever. And that was the end of it. That was like in February, I'd done a sub job. And that was I had no idea I was even at this school, right? Like I forgot all about it. And then in July, that email came about this position here, and I was like, I'm not interested in math. I can't do math, like middle school math, no. Well, then the principal called me like within 24 hours. I guess he saw the email like I wasn't gonna do it, and he called me up. He's like, Troxel, you gotta come do this, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what? Like, I don't even know anything about math. Like, no. He's like, oh, we have mentors here, which they did. Mr. Nas, he's my mentor, the other math teacher, and he is amazing. Like, he got me through this whole year. He's like, you'll be fine. We'll take care of you. Don't worry. And I was like, what are you talking? Like, I can't teach math. Like, I was really scared. But he's like, you're going to be fine. Hey, he's like, it's just for a few weeks, right? You start in August, you'll be done in September. It's done, right? 1 month or 2 months, it's over, right? I was like, oh, here we go. So I said, oh, and he basically said, if you don't do this, the kids aren't going to have a teacher. Like, they'll have a different teacher every week. And I was like, oh, for crying out loud, don't pull the kids need you card. Like, you know me, like, right? Like, I can't say no. And I wasn't able to. So he did that. And I said, fine, I'll do it but it's just for a few weeks, right? And I'm going to school to be a teacher, but I'm not done with my degree yet, right? So I'm not ready to teach. So that started, right? And I started August 2nd, meeting the parents and all that, but the kids don't start till August 4th. And August 4th came, and it was like, holy smoke. And I've been kind of I taught this class the whole year, right? And we're on the last 3 days of school. It's Monday, my last day is Wednesday, the kids' last day is Wednesday. Well, during this time, I really enjoyed it, and I wanted to come back next year. The school put together a position for me teaching video editing. Who better than teach that, right? That's what I do, normally. Computers, typing, introduction to computers, all of that. And they were just calling it a technology class. And they basically made this class for me to teach next year. During this time, I needed my son, who goes to school, 30 minutes away from where I currently am, to be closer to me. So 3 blocks away, there's a high school, Saguaro High School. And I needed him to be in that high school. And he's a swimmer, and that's a swimming high school, right? And everything was great. I applied there. I gave them all their information. And then they came back and said, we're not taking him. And I was like, what do you mean you're not taking him? They're like, we're at capacity. We're not taking him. And you're out of district, so we're at capacity. So we're not taking him. So I now was realizing I was going to be working here as a computer teacher, but my kid was still going to be going 30 minutes away. So that's not going to work for me. And I was so frustrated and so mad at the district. I'm like, I'm a teacher. Like, I'm right down the road, like a block and a half away at the middle school. You can't make an exception for my son, right? For one person? And they're like, nope. And I had the principal call, and the principal's like, nope, ain't happening. They don't want to make an exception. He said everyone working there is like leaving, and even the principal's leaving this school. So, like, it was just frustrating to be in this situation. I was so frustrated that at 11 o'clock at night, a week and a half ago, or 2 weeks ago, I put a resume out to the district I currently live in, and Lexx doesn't go to school there, he goes somewhere else, but the district I currently live in was looking for a computer science teacher at their STEM school academy. And I opened the page and said, I'm going to apply for this, and I was like, I don't qualify for this. They're looking for the best of the best of the best. So I closed it, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to apply for this. Let them tell me that I don't qualify, right? I'm not going to do that to myself. So I applied for it. 11 o'clock at night, I attached my resume, uploaded it, and went to bed. And then I got to work the next morning, and by 10 a.m., the principal had called me and said, I need you to come in for an interview. And I was like, okay, and I did. And I went in for an interview, and it went really well, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, what's going on here? And at the same time, I applied for Lexx to go to school. Again, this is in our district. It's literally 5 blocks from our home, to go to school in this high school because they have a swim team. So Lexx got accepted for the high school, so he'll be going to that high school and swimming and all that, and to STEM school. And I just found out I got the job. So, and I accepted it. So now this is my last week here. I'm saying goodbye to everyone. And on Wednesday, my last day with the kids, I'm out of here and I'm gone. And starting next year, I'll be this computer science teacher for 9, 10, 11, 12 at the high school in the district I live in. And Lexx will be at the school with me, which he is not happy about. 1, he doesn't want to leave his friends. And 2, he doesn't want to be in the same school that I'm teaching at, which I guess I could understand. But I won't be his teacher. So, it's kind of rough here. I've had an amazing year. Everyone's like laid out the red carpet. We were all excited to be working together next year. And, but because they couldn't take Lexx, the district couldn't accommodate Lexx in the high school, I'm just not staying. And my family has to come first. As much as I love working here, my family has to come first. I explained it to the principal. He said the exact same thing. Your family has to come first. Do what you have to do. And I said, thank you. So that's kind of where I am today. I'm gonna eat my soup here because it's gonna get cold. All right, that soup is so good. Like, I can't say enough about it. You have to make that recipe. Everyone who's made that recipe comments on how amazing. I've never had someone make that recipe and go, it could use a little something. Everyone is always just like, this is the best recipe ever. Oh, so good, guys, so good. All right, so the last thing I have left, and I know that didn't seem like a lot of soup, but I gotta tell you, I'm so full, I'm gonna force this banana down because that soup is so filling and I ate every bit of it, and it didn't look like a big container, but really that container is pretty deep. So there was a lot of soup in there. So I'm gonna take one of these right here. Oh, this banana's perfect. So good. I always have fresh fruit with my lunches. All right, guys, so this is the end of a week of lunches teacher edition for the 2021-2022 school year. I will be picking this up again in August when I start working at the new school, at the high school, and I'll start filming my teacher lunches there. I'll still do lunches through the summer, depending on how the operation thing goes. But as far as teacher edition, that will have to be starting in August again. It's been an amazing year. I really want to thank every one of my associates here, the employees of the school that I work at, Mojave Middle School. I want to thank them all for everything they did for me. When I tell you that they laid out the red carpet for me, I mean, they made it so I could not fail. Every single one of them. My friend Geneva, my friend John, my friends Alicia here, and April, and Becky, and Zach, and I'm not forgetting anyone. Just everyone, Peter, everyone that's kind of befriended me, and you know, I got pulled into this. They're all teachers for a long time, and I'm kind of this new person who's, you know, doesn't even have the degree yet, and you know, doing what they're doing, and you would think they would all be offended, but no one. I mean, they were all just so amazing and so accommodating. So I can never thank them enough. My thanks to all of you who have helped me along this journey. Everyone at every piece of this. It has really made me stronger. All right, that's my last lunch for this school year. My 10 vegetable soup, so good, with a banana, some Berkey water. Last time I'm at this school classroom, I'm gonna miss it. For now, class dismissed. We'll see you next time.